All right. Let's see. Hello. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Today we are messing around again with random stuff. Okay, so let's do that. Darken. Nope, not that one, that one. Darken it a little bit. Hey, Cindy. How's it going? A little bit more. And we'll just do. Oh, wait. Do. Okay, so the idea. Not pink. Why are you pink? There. It's like off-white, white. There. Idea on this layer. Rename there. Oh, that sucks. 6 not good. There we go. Ernesto, liking my live. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, cool. So now I have the colors. Let's open my thing. No. Okay. Let's see. Where is that one that I really liked? What was? Here we go. Boop. That one. So I'm gonna hit with that and that. So now I have those. Okay. Let's see. That's better. If anyone has any suggestions or anything, just go ahead and put them in the chat. I'm just going to kind of mess around. That's just loosen up, try and make something out of blobs. Let's see. A Ninetails. Let's see. I can try that. start with this. Ooh, 4-leaf clover. Irish Ninetails. Let's see. Make some tails. Let's see. Down. Let's see. Years and years of practice help a lot. The biggest thing for anyone is just practice. Anyone can draw. Anyone, if they really want to, can draw. It's just the time and effort put in. And believe me, I am not an amazing artist by any stretch. I'm not bad, but I'm not amazing. So that's 6, so we need, let's turn off this and we'll put, actually, I'll put it back on real quick. We'll throw this one down here. So I guess that's 1, 2, 3, 4, gives 8. Yeah, it's all about the time you put into the things you like to do. So that's why I started this channel, because I really like to draw and I wanted to improve on my digital stuff because I'm pretty good with a pencil and paper. But my digital stuff is always kind of lacked. Let's see. Yeah, time is the hard thing. You could be as talented as anyone out there, but if someone has more time put into it, they can outwork you. Believe it or not. See, actually, let's add a new one. Drop it below. There we go. Let's hit that with like a this up, I guess. We'll worry about that actual background later. That just helps me with getting this going. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so my digital artwork has always needed work. And it didn't help that when I was going through the program at Fresno State, we didn't have like a dedicated like digital art person. The person who taught like our digital art classes was just our illustration teacher. He also was in charge of the illustration track just in general. So it kind of got nowhere. He's an amazing artist. He just like he's not a digital artist. So he was kind of just going through and giving us like more of a vector approach to everything as opposed to painting digitally like this. So it wasn't the greatest as far as like learning digital art. I learned a lot of vector tricks though. Like I can do a vector portrait of someone in like an hour probably. Really, really simple stuff for me. It's not difficult. This is the difficult part. Yeah, it is a lot more difficult with everything turning more digital and stuff. It is kind of interesting. A lot of stuff has started to go like hand done. A lot of people want hand done signs and stuff though, which is interesting. Like a lot of local businesses like that hand touched look. So that's something I guess I have a little bit of an upper hand in if I were to try and do that. It's like I kind of have the old school traditional stuff. It's also been a while since I messed with paint and whatnot in real life as well. I'm really good with a pencil and paper. It's just when you add mediums that don't do exactly what you want all the time, it gets a little sketchy. But again, that's why I'm here doing this. At least digitally, I'll improve. Yeah. We were, speaking for myself, born into a generation that grew up um, in one of the weirdest times in history, in my opinion, as far as we grew up without computers, and cell phones were things that business people had maybe, and they were giant bricks. And then like in the span of 10 years we're in high school and we have phones in our hands constantly. Like it's mind-blowing the jump in technology. My favorite medium, I really like pencil and paper, and then I really um, like micron pens for kind of finishing some stuff. Um, but so yeah, micron pens, and I also really like crow quill and ink, which is like old school, like found like dip pen. Because when you make lines with that, it's a very tactile medium. You can feel every line that you've put down on the paper, which is a really interesting feeling. So like not only can you like visually just like see the work that you've done, but you can run your hand over the paper, and it's just like you can feel every line that you've put down on that paper, which is a fascinating additional piece to your art, in my opinion. Kate, aren't you supposed to be like teaching or something? Or is it like lunch or recess time? Yeah, like our our generation is a very, very strange generation as far as technology and nostalgia. Uh, I have done some colored pencil work. I haven't done it in a long time. I generally just I use a blue pencil when I sketch, and then I come back with ink pens and like crow quill, and I like outline and stuff, and then I'll hit it with like Copic markers, which I just kind of started using for like shadows and coloring it in. But I did a K2SO drawing a while ago that I did in Copic. I did all the color in Copic, which was an interesting thing because I did it in a sketchbook, so the paper wasn't like the best for using Copic markers. So that was an interesting experience. I had to put a piece of paper down underneath it so it didn't bleed through on my other pages and ruin those. Yeah, it was pretty fancy. I really liked how it turned out. Turned out really well. You can see you could see it on um, my Instagram page if you have an Instagram, or if not, you can always use a web browser. My page is public, so all of my like in a I also put my sketches out on my Instagram, my Twitter, and my Facebook page that I started, um, which I'm going live on my page on Facebook, but I will post this video on my artist page on Facebook after it's all done because they want to charge me to do that directly to my artist thing, and I don't have money for that, so they don't get that money. Awesome. Yeah, I tagged the voice actor who did the voice of K2SO. I haven't heard anything. They haven't liked it or anything, which is disappointing, but also makes sense because who am I? So that's a someday maybe he'll see it. He's one of my favorite actors and voice actors. He's a very talented dude. See, hit that there. I appreciate it. Unrelenting. Maybe that'll work. Certainly a possibility. And for the life of me, what? I feel like I'm missing something. Nine. Nine. Yeah, okay. So, not really. It's mostly white and it's got, okay. So basically what I have down. Except like the tufts on the tail are more of an orange. Let's hit it with a little bit like a transition. Hello, Karma. How's it going? Let's see. Oh, no. Let's get it there. Okay, so good. That's good. So I'm just kind of in here messing around. Someone asked for a Ninetails, so it's kind of what I'm working on. See how this ends up. So far, it's not too bad. Let's try. Not quite as elegant and nice as the Ninetails you normally see, but not too bad. Probably. Okay. Let's see. Edge of these. Da, 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 da. I wish I had a better idea of what the face looked like, because I know what it looks like, but I just can't remember. It's looking at you dead on, so that's gonna be weird. I mean, I could always turn its head a bit. Because it has like a tuft of hair that comes up. Hit that. So you almost have to like move some of this out. We'll adjust those tails later. Michael Romero. Let's see. Let's hit that. Okay. I used to draw a lot when I was younger, mainly colored pencils. I still have a bunch of Prismacolor ones. Some oil painting. Well, technically, I don't think that's technically it's part of Asia. It's not wrong. um, yeah, yeah. I have a huge box of Prismacolor pencils that I got when I was in school. Most of them are unused. But I did do some cool stuff. I did I drew a pomegranate morphing into a Palm Wonderful uh thing. Yeah, it was weird. Okay, I'm in white, so I get that. Okie dokie. Yeah, technically he's Asian, so it's not wrong. You know, that's cool. Let's see. There. Cleaning it up a little bit. I feel like getting a little bit closer. All my pencils or my drawings from school, because those are. Oh, there we go. Nope. I want there. Thank you. Some of those are real bad. I should probably be doing these all on separate layers, but I'm really not. All these colors should really be done on multiple layers just to so I can undo things and whatnot. But this is more of like a sketch kind of thing that I do, so they don't always follow how I would normally normally do that. Let's see, let's try and I need to put this over here actually. Let's unlock that. Let's chuck that on the end. Lock it back. Yeah. Next time you guys come over, I could probably show you. Eh. Can't get better if you don't do things that challenge you. And that's like the whole point of this. Challenge myself. So I appreciate it. Let's throw that back on real quick. Kind of connect some of these better. Yeah, I always like a challenge. It's fun. I don't normally challenge myself, so it's better when I get challenged by someone. Gives me something to work towards. Let's hit that. So right now these are all separated with black. I want to get rid of the black. I'll use this color here to kind of separate. I'll go back in and I'll kind of fine tune those a little better. That's one thing that started off kind of frustrating with digital art for me, is kind of the way sketching is done is very, very different than I normally would sketch things. Like normally I sketch lines. In this, it's more like painting with a paintbrush that gets you better results, in my opinion. For me, anyway, it gets me better results. And that's something that took me a little bit, and I watch a lot of really awesome like digital artists, and that's kind of the way like they block in these shapes, they block in the colors, then like once they get stuff blocked in, that's when they get more detailed. And I've always been more line work, and then I block in color under line work, and it takes a long time and it generally doesn't turn out as well as it should. And we can lose that now. Let's see. I think now I'll start just kind of dropping in like shadowy stuff too while I'm at it. This one's kind of it's going to be difficult to figure out the actual shadows, just because it's a lot of turns. Difficult. And let's throw one there. Underset there. Yeah, line work has always been my comfort zone. That's why I like pencil and paper, because I can use that very well. It's very controlled. It's very, very different. And then the other thing that I have a hard time with is with my digital setup, I don't have a I don't have a display tablet, which is a tablet with its own screen. So I'm drawing while looking at my screen, which to your everyday person, it doesn't sound as complicated as it is to do, just because in traditional art you're looking directly at what you're putting your pencil, your pen, your paintbrush down on. So it's a very different feeling, very different work style that you have to get used to. That's not the right button. There we go. So it's just something that I've started to get used to now, which I like. I would still kill for a graphic display tablet. Like that would be the most amazing thing ever, pretty much. But yeah, I'm not unhappy with how I've been progressing, so that's nice. I've progressed quite a bit just with the setup that I have, and I'm grateful that I've started this way, I think, as opposed to um, starting with a graphics tablet and maybe having it like break and then having to get a budget option and be frustrated with myself all over again. Oh, they are not cheap. Um, a budget graphics tablet is around like 300. Um, yeah, like 300-400 for budget one. Like the amazing, like best of the best Wacom tablet, like in the display version is like $1,000, $2,000, and those are like the pinnacle of the tablet world. It is insane. The just massive, and they're um, incredibly sturdy. They're like it's all crazy. Yeah, no, not. I mean, there are some things out there that are like super super expensive, Wacom wise. I, I don't think anything reaches like 5K, but like with all the accessories and stuff, you could definitely end up in a 5K budget. But yeah, for the most part, like the highest of their high end is like 3 or 4, I think. Like, but I'd be happy with a $500 one, which is still a lot of money for someone who makes no money, which is me. I make no money. I mean, I make money, but not money. Yeah, there are certainly very very expensive Wacom tablets. I haven't looked like recently at their most expensive stuff, but yeah, it definitely gets up there with the pricing. I can't afford it, so it's best not to look at what I can't buy, because then I just sit there and I dream about it all day. uh, but yeah, I've looked at like the budget ones, and I've like looked at reviews and stuff, and it's like someday I'll be able to afford that cheap one. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, for real. Millennial Monopoly. Uh, like who even needs to play that? Like we live that all day. Uh, think this is coming along pretty nicely. I think I need to darken that a hair. There we go. So I can kind of, yeah, there we go. Separate that a little better. Hit that on the edge. Yeah. I wish I had the ability to make money doing doing this, honestly. Doing what I really love to do. Unfortunately, this at least currently does not pay bills. Oh, for sure. You can get a copy. Absolutely. Uh, Anyone who suggests something and wants a copy of it when I'm doing this, just ask. Send like put your put your email or something. I don't know. Happy to send like the artwork that people recommend to me draw to them, because I mean it's just gonna get posted on like my Instagram and stuff, for the world to see. Like hopefully the fact that I'm improving. Let's see. Ooh, yes. I am on board. Let's do that. I think we could do it. I think we could pull it off. Have to pick the right location though. Yes. That'd be a good place. Good place to start. Rich hippies. Rich hippies are good market. Okay, there we go. These. Yeah. Seriously. Pretty much got the vegan and keto friendly like on lock. So, I think we got something going here, guys. I think we could really make this happen. That'd be really cool. Let's see. Add a little. It's going to be very painterly, as they say. But I think it's coming out pretty nicely. And right now I'm just adding very subtle kind of a blend color to that almost white. Oregon. Probably be a good place too. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Mhm. Yeah, that's something we'd have to figure out. Names. Names are a tough one. There we go. Okay. There. What are we on there? Okay, so let's hit that. I'll just get the pause. The digital bean. Yeah, Nick's pretty good with the naming stuff. Not. Digital bean is pretty good though. I like that. Let's get that out of there. Let's see. All right. Let's see. That's honestly not half bad. Not half bad. Mm. We would have to figure out the coffee or the, yeah. Mm. Don't really like that. Okay. Mm. Mm. Let's move that. There we go. That's better. That's better. It's a lot better. There. Boom. Let's see. Let's jump. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Ba, 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 ba. Let's see. I typically stream for about an hour. So we're coming up on an hour. Actually. So pretty close to the time I normally end it. So, let's see. Where'd it go? There. Let's see what that looks like. No. Yeah, it goes by pretty quickly. It's crazy. I don't. Sash Lilac, the half water dragon. I don't. Let me see. Okay. That's a cool character. The dragon girls. Hmm. Interesting. That's a very interesting looking character. Is that something you would like drawn or attempted to be drawn? More accurately, I think would be the. There we go. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Yeah, I just looked it up. It's a very cool looking character. I've never seen or heard of it, but I dig it. Yeah, is that something that you would like to be drawn? I think I need to make it slightly larger. There we go. Yeah, it's a very cute character. Very unique. Let's see. Let's see. Let's finish this up. Yeah. I'm actually getting ready to go offline. But if you join me on Thursday, which is my next stream, I'd be happy to draw Sasha or Sash. I'd be happy to draw the character for you or attempt to. It's a very talented artist, whoever did the original. I will attempt to do it justice. And if you are in the market for a artist live stream, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will be here Mondays and Thursdays, 11 a.m. to about 12, which is right around now. Let's see. So this time I worked on a Ninetails for one of the people, and this is kind of what I ended up with. Attack with her ponytails. Nice. That's a very, very deadly hairdo. All right, let's see. Let's lock that background back down. And shoot. There we go. All right. Well, let's see. That about does it for this stream. Clean this up a little bit. All right. I appreciate everyone who has joined me today. Let's jump over here. Transition this. Bye. All right. Yeah. Thanks for everyone who joined. I had a blast doing the Ninetails today. I am here Mondays and Thursdays, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to about 12. And it's been a blast. I will see you guys next time.